Today, I'm gonna be building a winter base in 99 Nights in the forest. Obviously, some things I will have to build within my campfire area here, but we are gonna go out into the winter and build our very own base that we're gonna try to survive a little bit from. Alright, got the fire level to 3, we got the map, but for now, I think what I'm gonna do is go down to the winter biome and just look for fuel right now, because we want to get our fire to the max level to find the best possible location for a base. Right now, there's not too much out here, so maybe we should loot in the normal area and then later we can come back here. Right now I'm going to be looking for a bunny foot, that way when the penetrator comes by we'll be able to get a good sack because we're going to need that. And then after that we'll need 2 more for some earmuffs and we should be good to start exploring a lot more of the winter biome. Oh, there we go, already got one right here. So instead I can save my bunny feet for the earmuffs. Just got a bunch of food and a second bunny foot, so now we're good to make the earmuffs, but I do also want to level up the fire once. So now we're going to go look for some fuel, and then the rest of the fuel we should be able to just find in the ice biome. There we go, got a spear. That'll actually help a lot for getting the Arctic fox pelts. That way we can get the much better hat and survive out there a lot longer, because the earmuffs, although they do a bit, they don't do too much. There we go, we got the fire level 4. We also have a decent bit of wooden scrap, so we're going to upgrade the crafting bench 1. The farm plots also will be necessary for our base because we're going to need food. So now let's go out there and get some more fuel. That way we can get our base going pretty quickly. I also do need to bring the bunny ears with me though, or the bunny feet, just so that we can get the hat. All right, put this in here. There we go. Now we just need to find fuel and not polar bears. Kind of risky being out here at nighttime, but I do think we'll have enough sprint to run away, especially with the map. Okay, maybe I forgot about the deer a little bit, just a bit. I gotta find somewhere to hide. Right here is good, perfect spot. Eat the cake. Okay, this is interesting. We have the alien ships coming down, so maybe I'll be able to get some stuff from there. A laser fence might be good, but I'm not sure if you can place that outside of where your base is. Furniture traders here today. I'm wondering if you can place furniture outside of the base. I'm gonna try to get a trellis, see if you can do that. Okay, I don't think you can. So it looks like we're gonna have to skip out on furniture for today's base, but it was nice serving with you while I could, my good sir. All right, let's see if we can get a fire level 5 with this. There we go. So now we have 1 fox pelt. I'm just gonna go put that into the warm clothing store already, so that way if we get some more, we can just bring them over there without having to group them up. And we should be good enough to get fuel now that we have a lot of the map. And we should be good enough to get fuel now that we have a lot of the map access. We also got the ice temple over here. Gonna be careful not to go in there for right now, especially not to get the treasure in the center, otherwise I'd pretty much die. But here's what it's interesting. We do have what seems to be the laboratory, or I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but it does protect us and we can get up on top of the shelf, which would protect us pretty much every night, because I don't think that the wolves will be able to jump up to the top of these shelves. Also got some armor, so that's good. We can also open this chest. Got a revolver, not bad. But now I do want to get some fuel. Can also try to get some pellet at the same time. I think I do need to head back to the base though. My hunger is getting really low and we do have a raid going on. This rifle is very nice though. I will take that. All right, I am running really low on food. So I think what I'm going to do for right now is build all my farm plots near the winter biome. And then we can also get the hammer here, which will give us the ability to move it whenever we need to. All right, we got the scrap right here with the microwave. Got to build the anvil and then we need just 5 wood. All right, we got the wood and the scrap, so we can get the hammer. Might not need to use my farm plots just yet. I did find some other food, but it will still be nice to have the hammer just in case we need to move anything. All right, this is not good. Maybe I need to cut the corner really sharp and you'll fall through. Shorter, there we go. Okay, we're good. I'm not too worried about the wolf, but the deer, yeah, I don't want them up here. No way. Oh, there we go. Got the giant sack already. That's gonna be a huge help. I'm gonna try to get some food so that we can cook in the campfire, but we are very close to getting our max level fire, and when we finally have that, we're good to build our base. I'm also gonna build some things for right now. Do want the sundial and the compass. That'll help us a lot with being able to know where the kids are. Actually, you know what? I don't even think we're gonna get the kids, so that was a little waste. I also need to figure out what things can be crafted outside of the base. I know farm plots and the oil drill can be crafted. We can also plant trees for a wall, but we'll see what happens. You know what? I might actually use a building for my base and then put trees around that building, because that way we have our base inside of the trees and it is able to keep us warm and also protect us from any animals or even the deer. That's probably going to be a really smart idea. For now though, I do want to get that fire to max level. All right, this should be enough. There we go. Fire is fully upgraded. Now we can really go explore down in the winter biome. We'll hopefully get the Arctic fox pelt that we need soon, and then we're really going to be good. But I do want to start building our base soon. I just want to get some food first. We also do have the aliens here, so I'm going to see if I can get a defensive blueprint. Did get a laser sword. Now that's interesting. The aliens aren't seeable on the map anymore. So I think you have to keep going and explore for them or watch really closely where they fall in the beginning. But now I have enough hunger. So let's go see where we can make our base. We have a ton of foxes right here. I only need 2 pelts as well. There are a ton of them right here. There's an absolute massive pack of them. This is a 1% chance rare find on National Geographic. Why is that one sideways? I forgot about the sprint thing. Oh, that's not good. That is very not good. Try to get them stuck on the tree. There is a house right here, but they're getting closer. And there's a polar bear. That's good game. Yep, and the deer. All right, we're inviting the whole family over to murder me today. Well, that sucks. Definitely reviving though. All right, I'm not exactly sure where I died, but I didn't lose too much. We do have the deer chasing us, but we only have 20 seconds left. Oh, there we go. Got him stuck in there. That's good. Well, another way to trap the deer. But now I'm going to go see if I can get the fox pelt that I need. I am also about to run out. I'm going to get in this house. Can also get this chest. Got an ice axe. That'll be helpful for getting chests around here. There we go. We got one. Now I just need one more. Still curious what the mammoths are going to be able to do in the next part of the update. You've got to be kidding me. That is the worst timing on planet Earth. Okay. I got him stuck. I got him stuck for a second. Now there's another one. There's another one. I really have to get better at this game. I've got to stop doing this. All right. It is hard with earmuffs. So I think I'm going to focus all my efforts on getting the last fox pelt. I will have to go pick up the one that I just got as well. But then after that, I should be a lot better. There we go. We got the pelt. Eat a little bit of raw meat just for hunger. And now I got to go find my stuff and we should be good. Let's see. Not seeing it. I think that might be it though. Polar bear is not chasing me anymore. Gonna get in here as fast as possible. There we go. Only took 1 hit. That's good. Now we'll get to make our warm clothing. And then we should be good to start making the base now. It's been a very rough ride, which does make sense for the winter biome, but I don't want it to be this hard for the entire way through. So we're gonna make this and we should be good. All right. Pick up all this stuff. We got our hat. Now I do have to go deal with a raid really quick, but then we're definitely good to start making our base. All right. Raid complete. Got enough food. So now let's go find the spot for our base. I do want to find something that'll be nice to stay in. So this bell tower, although it is kind of cool, it won't give us any warmth. But this place right here next to the temple will give us some warmth and some shelves to stay alive. But it is a little bit big. There is one house that I do have in mind though that I do want to go find, and that should be where we make our base. There we go. I think I see it right here. So this is what I want. We have the inner house right here. Pretty nice. Gives us warmth. But then there's also this side section right here that we can get on top of as a protection from any wolves that might spawn inside of the house, giving us the ability to survive here all on our own without the campfire. Also got some snowballs. So let's see. How is this base gonna look like from the outside? I'm wondering maybe we could find a better one because I do like this house, but if we can find one without another one right next to it, I think that'd be slightly better. But because it's nighttime, let's try this shelf out and see what happens. All right. Been pretty much the whole night. Only 4 seconds left, and I don't even think any wolves spawned in here. So this is pretty good. So let's see if we can find this house, but in a different location. Real estate prices might go up, but I'm willing to pay the cost. It's always about an investment, you know. You always want that 17% APR. I'm not sure what APR is, but I'm trying to hit 100%. And that way my finances should be good enough to buy at least a Happy Meal. But so far, I'm not finding another house just like that one. But because not even one wolf spawned, I am curious. Can I just be in this house and stay safe? Because this would be a nice, cozy little house. Wouldn't be too big. Build a base around it. Build some nice farms. I think that'd be pretty good. So let's remember the location of right here. It's at the bottom left. I'm going to go back to the base. I am pretty hungry right now, so I'm going to eat some raw meat real quick. But as for our farm plots, I'm going to start planting these. Going to plant them off to the side right here. And that'll give us hopefully a stable enough food source for the rest of our run. But we'll see. It is going to be a little bit difficult though with how far we have to go to craft stuff. So we'll probably do that in runs. But then again, you do have to loot in the same way. So it might not be that bad. I also do need enough fuel to keep the fire going. All right, we got a ton of fuel. Gonna put that all off to the side right here. We'll use our fuel canisters to just top this off a little bit. We have 172 scrap. That's kind of insane. So now I'm gonna start crafting things and see what we can place outside of the base. The beds, I'm assuming that you can only place within the base. So we're gonna see that. Yeah, okay. So the beds, we're gonna have to place inside the base just to get our day counter up, but we won't be able to put that in the winter base. The bunny traps, though, I know for a fact we can place these anywhere on the map. So we're gonna make a bunch of these. We can also make farm plots, so we're definitely gonna make those. We already have a few out there anyway. As for the freezer, I'm wondering if you could place this anywhere as well. Doesn't seem like it though. Okay, so the freezer, we'll just drop this. We won't need it for now. I don't even think we'll need it for this run. Bear traps though, I do think you can place these anywhere. There we go. Okay, that's gonna be a big help to our base. Log walls, you can't place those anywhere. Shelves and wood range storages, I'm not actually sure. sure. Doesn't seem like it though. Okay, not the shelf. Maybe the wood rain storage. No, not that either. So it seems like so far we have bunny traps, farm plots, and bear traps. Maybe some of these can be placed as well. I know the lightning rods can be placed anywhere, so we'll see about all the other stuff. But for now, I'm gonna need a lot of wood for that. All right, so we have a bunch of wood right here. I'm gonna put the wood into the crafting bench, but the saplings, we're gonna bring those to the base for a wall. Not immediately for the wall, but we'll just keep planting them, keep replanting them, getting more and more and more until we're ready to place the wall, which should make the base look really nice. Especially with that log cabin in the center, I do think that this base is gonna look really cool. So let's pick up all these saplings. We can upgrade the crafting bench once and twice. So we're gonna see. The crock pot, I don't believe you could place anywhere. I'm gonna drop our bear traps for now. Just need the room. Okay, cook pot you can't place anywhere, so we'll leave that here. The boost pad, I'm hoping you can place anywhere. No, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, okay. It seems that the ones that can be placed anywhere always have the little text underneath it saying that radar. It looked cool, but I'm already out of wood. So I think I'm gonna go get some more. Or actually, you know what? We're gonna go back to the winter base and just get started on that, where we'll be able to get a ton of... Well, actually, I do need the wood in the crafting bench. So for right now, I am gonna place the saplings right here. But I still am gonna go out there so that we can start mining some trees and get some saplings there as well. What is interesting though is that the buildings seem to have little campfire symbols on them, which might mean that it gives the same protection as a campfire. And if that's true, that would help us a ton here. So here's the base, got our farm plots going. Let's see, does the deer stop chasing me? No, he does not. He's actually going insanely fast too, but we are safe for right now. Just seeing if any wolves spawn on us. Okay, a wolf did spawn on us. That's not very good. Maybe we can jump up here. Maybe, just maybe. For right now, I'm not gonna say for sure that we're gonna stay here because I kind of don't want to fight wolves all the time, but maybe we should stay here anyway just because it is a really nice base. Guess we'll have to see. But our farm plots did grow and we got a lot of good stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick all this up, put it off to the side. That way we have a big food reserve and we should be good. This should be way more than enough. Gonna put the carrots right here, put the corn in the middle, and then the pumpkin off to the right. That way it looks nice and organized. Doesn't seem like these trees give you any saplings though. That is a huge problem because we're gonna need a lot of them in order to build our wall. So maybe it's a good thing I left all the saplings back there. We're gonna have to build up as many saplings as possible and then take multiple trips in order to get all of them over here. So let's stock up on some wood, try to get as many materials as we can, and that should make the base look better sooner. All right, we got a bunch of saplings right here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna replant this a few times, maybe just a couple. That way it'll keep aggregating more and more saplings. And with that, we should have a decent amount to at least start our wall. But while we stock up saplings, we are gonna add more stuff to the base that aren't saplings. All right, we got just under 130 wood. Gonna replant these and then we're gonna go start building. Gonna grab my bear traps here. Gonna make one more farm plot so that we can make it even. Gonna make the radar, see if that'll work. Lightning rods, they do work. We can also make an infinite amount of them. So we're gonna make 2 for right now. Torches, I have no idea. Probably not though. Yeah, okay, it doesn't say it can be placed anywhere. I do know that the oil drill can be placed anywhere. So we're gonna get that and we'll bring that over to our base. The teleporter can also be put anywhere. And with the teleporter, we can actually go to and from our base a lot faster. So maybe I should have instead used my coldest gem on that. But for now, we do have a lot of stuff. So let's go start building. All right, here we are. Got enough food to eat. Deer is coming. So we're gonna hide in here for a bit. And then we're gonna stay on top of this shelf to see if a wolf does spawn. We'll see if we're safe or not. Don't think we'll see. Oh wait, there we go. There's one. Okay, he did jump up and hit me, but maybe if I stay in the back corner, we'll be safe. So we'll have to test that next time. Gonna sort out our food again. So let's see. We have our bear traps. I think we're gonna put those around the front right here. We can also pick them up just in case. But for right now, we're gonna put them around the door. And then with that, we'll be able to jump over it. And the animals will most likely be either hurt really bad or killed. Now for the bunny trap. I'm wondering if the bunny trap can hurt the foxes or maybe even kill them. So let me see. We'll put one right here. See if he can hit it. All right, just go right across it like this. Okay, he walks right through it, so that won't work. But I do have another idea. Pick that up with the hammer. Since we're kind of close to the regular biome, there might be some bunny... I forgot what they're called, but they're these little hole things that bunnies spawn out of. I don't see any right now. The bunny traps might not be useful, but we can still put one right out here for looks, just to show that we are good hunters. We know how to put a stick up against the box. Takes quite a lot of skill to do that. But then for the lightning... What? Wait, I remember being able to place these anywhere. Did they change it? I think they might have changed it. That is interesting. Okay, so we'll have to put these inside of the base for right now. It kind of sucks. I thought you'd be able to place these. All right, let's see how this works. We're in the back corner and the wolf's still hitting me. Or not? Okay, he's hitting me every once in a while, but what I can do is this. And the deer's hungry. He activated every bear trap too. All right, I'd rather face the... Why are you inside the... Okay, this might be a base, but it's not a very safe one. We're gonna have to figure out a game plan. All right, we're back to the base. We are getting raided, but I'm just gonna pick up my stuff for right now and place what we have so far. So the farm plot, we're gonna put that right here. Radar, can't place that, but the oil drill we can. This, I have no idea why it's placed anywhere on the map. Maybe it's because it's just so big you wouldn't want it inside your base, but that is good for us. It'll add a little bit more. For right now, let's put it off to the right side, and then the oil barrel should stack up against the side of the house. But I do really want to make that teleporter. That would help us a lot with getting the saplings over here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the radar that we've built, place it down inside of the base or the campfire base, find where the stronghold is, get the cultist gems, and then we should be good to build our teleporters. All right, let's do this as quick as we can. Get that teleporter going, and the base should be looking very, very nice. There we go. Got it done. We are inside of a tree, but we can still do this. Hoping for a chainsaw out of here. There we go. Okay. I don't know if I have voice commands or something, but I seem to always get the chainsaw when I ask for it, or at least most of the time. That will help us to get a ton of saplings though, especially since by the base there are a lot of trees right next to each other. Okay, here's something that is interesting. We have 24 scrap, but it takes 25 per teleporter, so I do need to go get more scrap, but then after that we should be good. All right, we're out at the very edge of the map, or we're getting close to it, so now we should be getting a lot of scrap, and with this we will get the teleporters and build this base pretty fast. I'm glad we thought of the teleporters idea, because without that I would have to make really long trips for these saplings. All right, this is more than enough scrap. I think it's double the scrap we need, so let's make these two teleporters. Place the first one right here, gonna charge it just for now, won't be able to use it yet. Then the second one we'll place back at the base, but for now I'm gonna chop down all these trees and plant these saplings. Not sure exactly how many we'll need, maybe a couple hundred. Here's the thing though, we have a lot of scrap, but with it we can make the ammo crate, which might be able to place any. Okay, it's not placeable anywhere, so I'll have to put it here for right now, but it is good that we'll be able to get extra ammo, because we'll probably be needing that. All right, nighttime's coming. We're gonna head over to the base and place the teleporter down. We did get a lot more saplings as well, so we're just waiting on those to grow. All right, teleporter we'll put somewhere off to the right side. Oil barrel's already working nicely. Deer is not working nicely. I would really appreciate if you don't kill me, sir. Why is there a wolf already in here? Take a bandage, use a spear. I'm already really low. No way I just found. No way that works. I can get on top of the lantern. We are safe in this base. This is perfect. And the wolf even gets stuck on the fireplace down there. So we are doing really good now. We have the safe spot. We have food set up right here. Teleporter I'll want to put to the side, or maybe even to the back of the base. Actually, let's put it right here to the side. I do like the look of that. Oil drill can be back there for now. I'm gonna pick up these oil barrels, set them to the side, sort all of our food. Then we're gonna bring the oil back to the base, or at least the campfire. That way we'll have extra, and then we can start bringing over some saplings and planting our base. So far this is going really nicely. All right, back to the base. Put these oil barrels down. Got a bunch of trees to cut down as well. We'll start bringing some saplings over, and then that'll give us a better idea of how many we'll need. All right, we got 25, so we'll bring these over there. Let's start by putting our saplings out right here, and then we'll just keep putting them in little increments just like this. I might pick up some of those just so that we can have a door, but we are going to make it in a square shape. That way we can get exactly what we need. This will have to cut the corner right, and he's hungry. That is not good. Try to get on the light post as fast. Are you inside the base? Don't. I'm dead. Wait. Don't come outside the... All right, we're almost done anyway. Let's see. Just gonna get some saplings for tonight. Not gonna go outside the base just yet. All right, I got 25 more saplings. Gonna use the teleporter again, which is pretty nice because we can just get back to our base really fast, but I do need to be careful. Gonna keep planting these just barely around this icicle. It's kind of like an upside down icicle. Don't know what that's called, but so far with about 50 saplings, we made this. Gonna pick up these ones right here, so that way we have a nice doorway. That looks pretty good. Then we'll continue this. All right, we have a decent bit of the wall done, so we're gonna plant this all right now. We'll see what that looks like, and then we might have to adjust accordingly, but it does seem to be pretty good so far. That's maybe 20% of the base done so far, maybe a little less. All right, we got a bunch more saplings. The wall is also starting to look very nice. The first little bit has grown. I'm gonna fill in this gap right here though. Now let's continue this. All right, nighttime. Gonna get on top of the lantern, and we should be safe. Base is also coming together really nicely. I'm actually liking how it looks so far, and we're getting close to being done with it. All right, we're good. Get some food. Wait, it is not. I thought it was daytime. Well, I don't know how much Robux I've spent, but I do want to finish this. All right, we got more of our wall done. Gonna plant all this. I think we're just under halfway done now, and the reason I'm leaving this back area open is because I do want to fill it up with more farm plots. All right, we got about 70 saplings right here. I'm also gonna get some wood and put that into the crafting bench. That way we can make our farm plots pretty quick. All right, we got 120 wood. Make a whole bunch of farm plots. So for the farm plots, we can add a couple right here, and then we'll we'll add some in the back. We have 2 more, so we're gonna put 1 back in this corner and then 1 right here. We're gonna have a lot of food. We already have a lot of food stocked to the side, which is definitely gonna help us to survive here longer. So let's put all of our saplings down, and we're getting close to finishing this. And then I'm gonna test it out. I wonder just how good it will be at protecting us. All right, farm plots are placed down. We placed down 25 more saplings. Deer is also here. I'm gonna see if I can use the teleporter really fast. I think he's on the other side of the building. There's a wolf too. All right, we're good. Grab these saplings. Now we got a minute till the next day. Getting closer. We're getting to the very last section right here. Gotta wait for this one to grow and this one that we just planted. But this is still a grind. It is day 58 on the counter up there, but I've been recording for 2 hours now. But definitely gonna be worth it. Wait a second. Hold up. The alpha wolf's still hitting me. I think we're good now though. He seems to be stuck sideways. He was hitting me for a second though. As long as we're not dying, I'm fine with that. This base is for protection. All right, our farm plots just grew some food as well. We're gonna have to sort all this. I wish we could have some shelves back here, but can't place them outside the campfire. I'm hoping that maybe they'll change that soon. I don't see why they would, but it would be really nice for some cool videos. There are some gaps in our trees though. I do want to fix those when we get more saplings. Gonna take these oil barrels back to the campfire as well. You know what? I think I want to move these farms from the back to the side because I do want to pick up the teleporter and move it, or at least I want to pick up the oil drill and move it. I think that'd look a lot better with 2 farms on the 2 sides rather than just 1 and then a lot of snow over here. So, gotta sort all this. Okay, it's not good. I can't sprint. Maybe he's stuck though. Gonna use the teleporter. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna use our base. Our base is very nice. It's very lively. We have a very nice lantern that protects me from everything. Should be good right here. I think an elf wolf should spawn, but it might hit its head on the lantern. Yep, there we go. It hit me. Please don't hit me again. There we go. It's hitting its head on the lantern. 1 more shot and I'm dead. But we are very close, and this game is making $2 billion off of me probably per run. If anything, I'm supporting this game and its future endeavors to develop more stuff. All right, we're having to go around this rock, but we are getting very close. Gonna move these a little bit closer though. Don't want to have any gaps. Gotta finish sorting this as well. Wait a second. I don't see a way to pick up the teleporter. I can't get it to lock on. So for now, we'll have to pick up the oil drill instead. We'll put it off to the side for right now. Place the farm plots, and then we'll see where to put the oil drill. All right, I got 22 more saplings. This should be the very last bit that I need. See if this reaches. There we go. I like the size of that door. So let's plant all of these, and with that, we should be good. But I do want to fix a few gaps back here, so I'll go get a few more saplings for that. Got 12 saplings to fill in any gaps. So let's see. I'm gonna put 1 right here, put 1 right here, 1 in between those, right here as well, on the back wall. Then we'll put 1 right here as well. And I think that's most of the gaps. There are still a few left, but as for the ones that are really big, I think we got all those. So now we just gotta wait for this to finish growing. Gonna sort out our food as well. We have an absolute ton of carrots. I might just let the carrots spill out over here, and we will have a very nice winter base. There's no way you got in the house. Teleport back to the... There we go. Okay. I was about to die right there. I did not see the deer come in. Gonna charge a teleporter for right now, but we are almost done. Been going for 2.5 hours now, and we're still only on day 76. That's what happens when you only use 2 beds. All our gaps are now filled in. This does look very nice. Got our nice log cabin in the center here. Farms all around. We'll have these grow once more. Ton of food reserve right here. Teleporter off to the right. I do have 1 more farm plot in my inventory though, so we'll place that down. And then I'm gonna take these back too to fill in the right side. And with that, we have a very nice winter base. We have enough food. We have walls. We have a way to survive just in case. We can get on top of this lantern, and it usually works. Farm on the right. Teleporter to get back to the campfire just in case. Oil drill. I'm not gonna place that down for the finished base. We can also get up top to the chimney. Wait, hold up. This could be my safe spot. I think this is my safe spot. We're gonna use this as my safe spot. I'm gonna test this out tonight, and we'll see what happens. The deer shouldn't be able to get up here, and I'm wondering if a wolf will be able to spawn on the roof. We are getting a raid, but before the raid, the deer should still spawn, and I should still have wolves spawn on me as well. So let's see what happens here. Skip it so that stuff can spawn, because I believe from what I've seen that when you have the cutscene going, nothing can kill you. Everything just stops chasing after you. I hear the deer jumped over the trees. A wolf did spawn on the roof. That is interesting. Maybe I can get him down though, and then do the parkour back up, and now we should be safe unless he also knows how to parkour. Nope, should be good. So we'll just chill up here, survive the full night. Farm plots are also growing. I'm gonna go take care of this raid that we just had, and then We should be done. All right, raid is done. As you can see around us, we have chopped down a lot of trees to get this base done, but it is very nice. Let me set up all our bear traps. There we go. Gonna let this grow out one more day and we will be good. Deer's hungry tonight. He did jump over the tree wall, but we're good up here. The only thing I have to worry about are the wolves. And if I have to get down, I might be dead. There's the wolf, but he's not noticing me. I think I'm out of his line of sight just because of the tiny edge right. Oh, nope. Okay, he found me. Now there's two of them. Okay, they both fell. There's a third. There's a third wolf. We got 3 alpha wolves and a hungry deer. He's gonna walk off. There we go. Okay. Probably gonna be a 4th, 5th, and 6th. We're gonna have a whole family reunion. They're gonna start. Yep, there's a 4th. That one's eating my carrots. These 2 are trying to tower up to me. This is not going good. Only 30 more seconds though. Okay, there's another one. Oh, it saw me. Use a spear. Don't want to die. Okay, I'm about 1 shot, but we only have 10 more seconds. There we go. Okay, we're just barely alive. I'm gonna head back to the campfire, get my health up, and then we'll do the base tour. All right, let's do the tour. Starting from the outside, we have our defensive tree wall, built mostly square to defend our base from any animals, but in the end, the deer can always hop right over it, which kind of sucks. When you walk inside though, you'll find our bear traps, which are very easy to avoid if you're a professional gymnast. But we have an ultimate panic room, which is where you jump on top of the fireplace. You are somewhat safe from danger. Then around this left side, we have a bunch of farms, growing ourselves carrots, corn, and pumpkins, of which we have a ton of storage just in case we might have needed it. On the right side, we also have another farm growing us food and a teleporter that takes us all the way back to the main base. Not a very big base, but a very nice base. And if you make it up here, you are somewhat safe from danger. You're probably going to get bitten at least 3 times and be prepared for an entire alpha wolf family reunion. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here.